Okay, this is an addendum to the last video I did about how California Rules of Court 1.100 violate the ADA. I've been doing this for 7 years, and there's a piece of me, I look at stuff critically, and I haven't caught this for 7 years. And I want to show you something that just floors me. The whole state of California is in violation of the ADA with this. So I'm going to show you this because I actually went and looked up a list of words because I couldn't think of one strong enough. And this is what I was given: betrayal, double cross, treachery, skullduggery, dirty trick, dirty pool, dirty dealing, guile, deceit, duplicity, underhandedness, machination, perfidy, treason, subterfuge, chicanery, artifice, wile, stratagem, ruse, double dealing. I don't even know how to say that last one. But this is all of them. This is all of these. Accommodations for persons with disabilities using court facilities. They offer you, it says here, actually says requests should be made by completing the disability accommodation requests. Here's the form. I'm going to click on this. It's going to pull it up for us. Disability accommodation request. Okay. This form is used to make a request for accommodation under Rule 1.100 of the California Rules of Court. That's a fucking problem. You're not asking for accommodations under the ADA. When you fill this form out, you are asking for accommodations only under Rule 1.100 of the California Rules of Court. Number 2 says, I am requesting accommodations under Rule 1.100 of the California Rules of Court. They get you to waive your ADA rights to fill this form out. And let me show you this. It says right here, this form is optional. Optional form. Why do they do this? Let me show you why. They come back and they check this box right here. That's all they do. These two boxes right here are ADA boxes, but they don't check those. At least most of the time that I've seen. And if they do check these, they don't meet what 28 CFR 35.164 says they have to do. So they instead deny you accommodation under their rules, and their rules are not subject to the ADA. This is bullshit. So from now on, if I ever fill this form out, I'm going to be editing it. Here's what I'm going to be saying. And I've got a case right now I'm working on, so I did this. I'm requesting accommodations under the Americans with Disabilities Act, 42 U.S. Code 12101, at sequence, for a criminal case, or a civil case, or a family case, or whatever. I'm going to put that in there, and I'm going to change the first line. So this form is to be used to make a request for accommodation under Rule 1.100 of the California Rules of Court. You don't have to use this form. It's an optional form. It says it right on it. So I'm going to start pointing this out, that their form gets you to waive ADA rights, because every person who's ever used this form to apply for disability accommodations has not applied for ADA access. They got you to scoot right around that shit. And that is a problem. The entire state of California is circumventing the ADA by their form, which restricts, right here, it says it gets you to agree with it. I'm requesting accommodations under Rule 1.100 of the California Rules of Court. You're not saying anything about the ADA on there. Nothing. Yep. That's a fucking problem.